So today, of course, trying to try out the fad. Oh, it's latching onto me. I'm gonna try some cicadas. So we got 4 little boys. Is it focusing? 4 little boys from downstairs, from that one tree that's really full of cicadas. And I'm just gonna boil them for a little bit so they're not super tough. I doubt it's gonna make a difference because it's probably not a whole lot of meat in there. But oh, this one's trying to molt or something? I don't know what it's trying to do. Anyway, so it's just to boil them so that they can be handled, so they die essentially. And then just gonna be a tiny bit of butter and some Old Bay, just so that I can try it out just to see if it has any taste to it. You know, and pull the legs off and so on. So these are babies. This is before they've molted. I've read about how they may taste a little bit better than the adult versions, which can have a harder shell, right? It's like shrimp. You want the smaller shrimp if you want to eat it with the shell. So, well, wait for the water to boil. Oh, sorry, buddies. In you go. You're gonna...
Ouch. Oh.
It's a quick death. It's pretty quick. They're already shriveled up. That's probably enough. They're very small. And then I will just take them out. Put them in a tiny, tiny bowl. Yeah, they're done. Because I still need to saute them. Okay. So, since we're just cooking such a tiny amount, low heat, and putting this back in the fridge over here. And because these are Maryland cicadas, of course, we need to have some Old Bay. I want the legs in there. Hold on. Okay, the head's coming off with this one. Try one without the head and the rest with the head, just to see if, you know, because sometimes shrimp heads taste a little bit gross. I'll try 2 without the head. How's that? So, there we go. That goes off. If the shell's better than what's inside. And then chopstick. Right now it's still a little bit mushy. Or maybe that's the difference between the unmalted and the malted ones. Old Bay. Probably that's all I'm gonna taste is just Old Bay and butter.
Alright.
Yeah. Oh, you can see the wings, I guess. They're like trying to come out or something.
Little orange
I can't
bits.
tell. Yeah. These are the 2 with the heads off. Yeah, that's the one with the legs off. These 2 are full. Yeah. They're bigger than the crickets that I've had in Japan. The crickets taste like they're like the size of peanuts, and they don't really look like bugs. These look like bugs. Yeah. They're the size of bugs. They look too small to be shrimps. It almost looks like a wasp or some sort of this thing. Yeah.
It's like a big bee.
I'll let it cool for a second.
Okay.
So here's the taste test. So it shouldn't taste bad. I mean, from what I've gathered so far, everybody doesn't really have like a gross reaction to it. So they should taste okay, but just in case, a glass of Tang to wash down the taste. So there goes nothing. Candidate number 1. Not great. Not bad. Mushy. saying that they taste kind of like asparagus, spot on. It's not bad. I wouldn't like, eat a whole meal of it, but it's really grown on me. It's really not bad. It's just the texture is a little bit weird. Like I was expecting it to be more like al dente, like more like shrimp, but it's like a little bit mushy. It's harder to get over. But there's nothing gross about it. But those were the two without the heads. Now let's try the one with the head. The legs. The heads actually makes it taste a little bit better, I think. A little more of the shell. The shell makes it more shrimpy. That's me eating cicadas. If anything, it's like just too much work to make them. But it's actually, I don't know, poor man's shrimp maybe. Like if I want to have some shrimp for I don't know, like a fried rice or something, that can work as a flavoring. It's really not horrible.
All right. A ringing endorsement for fried cicadas.
Mm-hmm.
This has been You and You. Thank you.
Signing off. Back to you.